Hi everyone, I mentioned to some of my friends that I found a bunch of old early 2000 Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards along with a first edition Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon pack that was previously open but has the original cards inside. So let's take a look at some more of my old cards, starting with all of the Japanese cards. This first card is a Parrot Dragon, Earl of Demise, X-Head Cannon, holographic, seems pretty cool. Axe Raider, I think Joey had this in like the original season 1. Two-Headed King Rex, another card that is holographic, seems pretty cool. Might have some value, but seems to have some wear around the edges. Skilled Dark Magician, this one is called, because the original Dark Magician is apparently unskilled. He's an amateur. Dark Blade looks like a generic isekai final villain. Hinotama, Mystic Box, very cool card, definitely one that I believe Yugi played in his battle against Pegasus. This one is called Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. So Celtic Guardian, when he's angry that he didn't get that date with the number one waifu in town, decides to hit the bar and then comes out swinging and when he's drunk. Magic Cylinder, another one that I think Yugi used to like turn the tides in one battle, very helpful. Don't remember the effects, but it is what it is. Chain Destruction, Magical Hats, definitely one that Yugi used as well. I think also in the battle against Pegasus, possibly to hide Dark Magician or something like that. Baphomet, looks like a very like low-ranking demon. A lot of these cards seem to have more wear around the edges, which is odd because I don't think I ever played with these. I just kept them in a tin the entire time. Flying Mythical Beast, another holographic, Dark Paladin. I think this might be like one of the more valuable cards in my Japanese set. I think this one is probably worth around 20 bucks or more. Not really sure how to look up the value on Japanese cards. Magical Dimension, Multiply, that card that you want to use when you want to create 1,000 Karibos in your battle against Seto Kaiba. Black Magic Ritual, this is probably how you create Blackluster Soldier, have no clue. Gazelle, one of my IRL friends will probably remember a story about a certain wounded gazelle when he sees this card. Luminous Soldier, looks very cool, is holographic, but I think it's not worth like anything. I think I saw it on eBay for around 4 bucks, which is basically the price of shipping. Dark Magic Curtain, Snatch Steel, basically like a Yakuza game series scene. Freaking Kiryu's gonna have to chase down the thief to get somebody back their money. Infinite Cards, originally I thought this one was Exchange, but it's Infinite Cards, which I believe was also played in the anime or cartoon, but I don't remember the effect of it. Shine Palace, it has a lot of wear around the edges, but this could be a valuable card, I'm not sure. I saw some graded ones that were around 450 bucks, but this one's probably worth like 15 or so. Book of Life, Book of Taiyo, Spellbinding Circle. I think this like stops a monster from attacking or doing anything for a few turns. But that's also what Sword of Revealing Light did, so I'm not sure. Light Force Sword, Shift, Cyber Jar, Grave Robber, Skull Invitation, Royal Keeper, looks like a card straight out of The Mummy. I'm sure if Critical saw this, he would feel an attachment to it since he loves the Mummy movies. Roulette Barrel, this card I absolutely don't remember at all. I'm pretty sure it was not in the TV show, and I don't even remember playing it or anything. Like Roulette Barrel, why does it have a roulette? I don't know, it seems pretty cool, but don't remember much about it. It wasn't a card that really I think would stay in most people's memories. Archfiend of Gilfer. This one looks pretty cool. This is more of a higher ranking demon compared to like Baphomet and the other ones we saw earlier. Mirror Force, definitely a memorable card and one of my favorites. Reflect that attack right back at them. Just like in the How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Isekai. Big Shield Gardener. Defense 2600, pretty impressive. Now this card is interesting because this apparently is a Monster Reborn and it doesn't quite have the artwork that you would find on an English version of a Monster Reborn, but supposedly this is also a Monster Reborn. Buster Blader, a very cool card. I think I had a figurine of Buster Blader, maybe like a little tiny figurine that came with something. But apparently it's not worth much. I think I saw it on eBay for 2 bucks, but definitely keep it for the nostalgia. Royal Decree, like Sora and Shiro making their decree in No Game No Life to protect humanity. United Resistance. Definitely an odd card. Doesn't picture a single monster or character, but several characters. Some Napoleon Bonaparte French Revolution stuff going on here. Giant Rat, basically the type of monster you would find in Dragon Spine and Genshin Impact if you head into the wrong cave. Magician of Faith, most likely somebody's childhood crush, their waifu, but unfortunately not mine. Spellbook Organization, always good to keep things organized. And this card is literally called People Running About, and it baffles me that we have these cards that aren't like a single monster or a single character, but rather a bunch of people either running away from Godzilla or chasing after the ice cream truck. Like, you may as well make a card that's literally someone chasing the ice cream truck. Royal Magic Library, Fusion Sage, Raigeki Break, Emblem of Dragon Destroyer, Monster Reborn again, but this one with a different reference code. United We Stand, Restructor Revolution, Huge Revolution, a lot of Revolution cards for some reason, and Flame Ghost. So that concludes all of my Japanese cards. Next, I'll show you these. I got Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, and Winged Dragon of Ra. From what I can tell, these are all real cards, not fake, but they're also not very valuable. All three of them together are about $10, which is what I spent on them. But they're just cool to have. Like, I really, you know, when I was a child, wanted to have real Egyptian god cards, and I never did. I had like the fake Chinese ones. So I bought these around the time that I started university, just, you know, for nostalgia's sake, because they look cool, all of that. And lastly, we have this, like as I said, opened but first edition Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon pack, 9 cards per pack. I think there's 8 cards here because I showed one of them in my last Yu-Gi-Oh card video, which I took out of the pack and put in a plastic. But yeah, let's see what we have here, and then I'll tell you why I still have this. We got a Kumo Toko, Forest, Skull Servant, definitely one of the earliest cards that I remember. Green Phantom King, one that I don't quite remember, but these are all pretty old school original. Goblin Secret Remedy, Typhoon, and Succubus and Night. Probably another waifu for people, but definitely not one of mine. And Man-Eater from Super Mario Sunshine. So the reason I think I still have this pack is because I believe this pack contained the left arm of Exodia, which I showed in my last video, link in the description if you want to see those cards. And I probably kept the entire pack for like those nostalgia purposes. It was probably a part of this tin that you see in the back, not 100% sure. If that's not the case, then I probably kept this pack because it may have been my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh pack. Those are like the only 2 possibilities, because I don't see why I would keep a pack and then get rid of like my starter deck boxes and all of the other card packs. So yeah, this may have been my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh card pack, or may have been a very prized memory from this tin, one of those 2. After creating this second video, I no longer have old Yu-Gi-Oh cards to show you guys, so leave a like or comment if you'd be interested in seeing some old baseball or basketball cards someday, and subscribe for more anime, gaming, manga, and figure unboxing content. Thanks for watching, and see ya.